beautiful wig from start to finish. Let me show you guys what it looks like back here. I was pleasantly surprised. I styled it with these little cute mini like space buns, ninja buns, top knot buns, however you call them. And then after that I decided to wet the remainder of the hair, and I was pleasantly surprised. Sometimes when it has a nice wave to it and you wet it, it doesn't do a whole lot. But this started to crimp up very, 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 very nicely. Not crimp, but curl. And as you guys can see, it's like a cute little bob. So I'm gonna jump into the tutorial and show you guys how I slayed this from start to finish. Super easy, super beginner friendly. I like how uneven and unperfect the hairline is. Makes it look a little bit more natural in my opinion. So let's jump right into it, and then I'll be back with a few little deets on this hair. So, my tripod shaking. So I'm back at it again with another video featuring the brand Elva. This is over another beautiful wig for me to share with you guys, and I already know what it is, so I'm hoping it is as bomb as it was on the website. How you get a gift and you don't want to just tear it open? So as always, you open up your box and you pull out your beautiful wig. Let's see what else is in the box. We got a wig cap, which I never use. Happy friends forever. Wish you have a nice day waiting for your beautiful moments. Oh, that was so sweet. Dear friend. But they give you a cute little note. It's like a card. It's really, really cute. This right here is a book, and it shows you a bunch of their really cool wigs. So if you're looking for some color and some fun, they definitely got your back with the 613. They even have an ash blonde, which I really want to try. This one here is what we're playing in today. So I'm hella excited. And then of course they have this here, which shows some of their beautiful brand ambassadors. One being her. Who's that girl? Oh, that's me. Finally we get to the wig. So I'm still playing with the lighting here, y'all. Bear with me. But this is the wig here. As always, you have your fillers. Let's see if this one is static. Oh no, this one doesn't have static. Fail. If you've been watching my last couple of videos, you know what I'm talking about. But this is the wig here. Really nice bob. Get into the sheen on that pretty mama. Comb in the back, adjustable straps. You also have a lace. So when you have a lace back, that means that you can bond it down with your got to be glued or your ghost bond or your bold hold, and have that really nice baby hair in the back for the summertime. Front, we have 3 combs. 1, 2, 3. And then this is about the amount of parting space that you get. Now I do kind of wish it was a little bit more parting, but we're going to probably play on what's in the center and call it a day. It is kind of pre-parted in the center, so you can just wear it in a bob like that, or you can do the cute little space buns they have. They have like mini space buns. I think I actually want to do that, so let's do that. So step 1, decide if you want to make your wig glueless or you're going to glue it down. This is going to be glueless for me, so I added my elastic band. I'm also going to add a little bit of a concealer to the bottom. In this case, I'm going to be using the Sally Hansen's Leg Tanning Spray. Linked down below if you don't know what that is, but I've used it a few times. And if you kind of peep through or see, it kind of makes the lace look like it's my color, kind of bleaches the knots. This is what the wig looks like on. Because I added that elastic band, it's going to fit along my hairline. Very nice. I don't do it too tight because lately it's been giving me a headache. Like after I've had my daughter, I just can't handle it being too tight the way I used to. So I turned on the lights because I'm getting old. I can't see y'all. Cut the lace off. There is enough space to make ear tabs. But again, I want to do this wig glueless. So I'm going to cut off my ear tabs because if I don't, they're going to flap without me gluing them down. I'm not in the mood to be, you know, gluing stuff. So you see right there, it's kind of bare. I do shave my sideburns and they are growing back. Don't judge. Don't judge. But you see there, it's going to, you know, flap. So you have to kind of take that scissors and kind of cut it off so there's nothing there. And then you're able to play with the baby hair and still cover that with hair. You just won't have to, you know, glue it down every day, you know. So now I'm going to go ahead and tweeze the hairline. I find that when the hairline is wet,
it is easier to tweeze. SHERMAN tweezers, Sally's tweezers, whatever tweezers you got, just make sure they are sharp. Wet hair, damp hair, basically damp hair and a good sharp pair of tweezers are going to be your best friend in making this process easy, especially if you are a beginner and you don't want to be like, you know, confused and troubled and adding extras to it. So don't go get your mama's tweezers out her, you know, her beauty box. Get some fresh ones because mama's might be old. So I'm just going to go at it. I really don't have a technique for how I tweeze. I honestly don't know how to explain it. It just comes with experience. I don't want to make a bald spot. I don't want to tweeze out a specific space. I just want to evenly thin out the entire area. So I kind of just go at it, and then I keep like brushing the hair backwards to pull out all of the excess hair and see my work. But I kind of am just like literally going at it. I just want the whole thing to be thinner, not a specific space, if that makes sense. So of course we can keep going at it, but at this point I kind of feel like, you know, I might go ahead and get a bald spot if I keep going. So I move on to another section and continue the same technique. You brush it out going the opposite way, and as you're going to see, all this hair comes out when you brush because this is not hair from the wig or the brush. This is hair from tweezing, and you've got to remove it. So I'm going to move on to the other side. You can see black dots because I did not bleach the knots. If you don't want to see those black dots permanently, go ahead and bleach your knots. If you are okay with these black dots popping up occasionally, add powder. When the powder wears off, like overnight, you'll have to, like, you know, add a little powder. Usually not necessarily daily, but sometimes you'll just want to go ahead and add a little fresh powder daily. So, you know, just keep that in mind. If you decide you want powder today and then tomorrow or later down the road you decide, you know, you tired of putting powder in the party, go ahead and bleach the knots. You can bleach the knots at any point, a day later, a week later, a month later. As long as you're still wearing the hair, you still have that option, right? So again, I'm going ahead and tweezing the hairline as much as possible. I think I went in a little bit deeper on this side. Kind of looks a little bit natural if you take away that lace that you kind of see. And that is why a lot of people use the technique to melt their lace, because it looks really good when you look at it, but you can still see that lace, and you have to melt the lace in order to, you know, not see that lace. Some people might find it better to do this on a mannequin head. If that is what you're going to do, don't cut the excess lace off yet. Prop your wig on your mannequin head with the full lace attached. Pin it down with the T-pins and go at it, and that way you can see it from a distance, look at it, and, you know, see it on a mannequin head opposed to your own head. That might work better for you as a beginner, but in all, that is about the amount of hair that I tweezed out. Still looks full from this angle, but once we do the baby hair and stuff, it's going to look great. Also, I did not do it too uniform because I'd like it better when it's a little bit sparse and uneven. That way it looks a little bit more natural. And it's a little bit harder to find that lace when you don't melt. So today I didn't technically melt the lace. I just swooped my baby hair with a little bit of the Got To Be Glued. Again, I didn't really do it too uniformed. This is just, I've been improving and trying different things to, you know, improve my technique. And I just find that I like the way baby hair looks this way a little bit more than the way I normally do. Only thing is I did not trim the baby hair first, so this would have looked much better if I would have trimmed the baby hair down to about 1/2 inch long and then pushed it back and swooped it so that those long pieces are not going back into the hairline. Again, feel free to add, trim out more, tweeze out more if that is your preference. But when you add powder, it's going to make it look, you know, even better than this. So the ear tabs, I cut a lot, but I should have cut off a little bit more on this side. The other side I cut a lot. And I'm trying to slow down the videos a little bit. I always go super fast with the speed throughs, but I'm trying to slow them down that way you guys can catch what I'm doing and kind of see visually opposed to me just explaining. So hopefully you guys kind of see. I did add a little bit Got To Be Glue right there, and again, it didn't stick. It never sticks for me right there. I don't know why. Maybe because I didn't let it dry enough first. I'm too impatient. But again, the parting is not 4 to 5 inches. I would say it's about 2 to 3 inches. So I'm going to do the mini space buns as you guys seen on the website. If you click the link, I'm going to do those. And I'm going to just work with the parting that they give. Key to this is making sure that you cannot see a track or anything like that. So you want to go on each side and part, and then you also want to go behind the bun and make sure that there is lace and not tracks showing. That's about good. It doesn't have to be extremely perfect. You just want to make sure you're not seeing tracks as much as possible. I went ahead and just wet it down with a little bit of water to kind of pull all the baby hairs and flyaways together. And I just twisted it super duper 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 tight and just twisted it around into a donut. I'm gonna secure it with the elastic band. If you want it a little bit more neat and uniform, add those small rubber elastic bands to the base like a ponytail, then twist it and roll around so it won't move, and then secure it with another smaller elastic, not these big elastics, if you just want it to be super good and seamless. So we're gonna do the same process on the other bun. Again, making sure that the lace is not exposed, or you're making sure the lace is exposed and not tracks. Like right there you can see a track, so kind of just fix it. I can barely see, so I think I had a little track showing, I ain't gonna lie. Just make sure you go to your boyfriend, go to a family member and just be like, hey, can you see a track? They can see a track, or use another mirror in the mirror to make sure you're unclockable. So again, go ahead and twist it all the way to the end, or mostly to the end, and twist the bun all the way around. This always works better when the hair is either wet or you use like a leave-in or a mousse, so that it has that nice finished shiny look to it, and you catch all the flyaways so it's not frizzy or anything like that, and they just look really, really cute. But don't do them on dry hair unless the hair is just extremely already moisturized and shiny and silky on its own. Now we're about 90–95% done. We just want to go ahead and finish the rest of the hair. So I'm going to go ahead and wet it down. A lot of the times when you get wavy textures, you don't know what's going to happen once you wet it. I'm not even going to lie, when I was wetting it at this point, I just thought it was going to keep exactly the texture that it has right here. But now you're going to see I'm adding my mousse, and it actually waved up so much more, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to add a ton of mousse. Kind of wish I would have added a leave-in instead of the mousse. I literally just grabbed the first thing that was right there, and that was the mousse. And I just went in. The mousse does add a bit of a hold, which is great. And if you don't like the hold, you just wet it on top of the hold, and it'll, soften it up. And to finish it off, we're going to add a little bit of powder. Now, this looks pretty good because I did spray it under, so it didn't look too crazy. But adding a little bit of extra powder sometimes gives you a little bit of oomph. Just make sure that you use your fingers to blend it out. Also, in the front, the baby hair or the Got2b glue gel is still a little bit wet. It is much better if you wait till it completely dries. That way it's not like powder caking up on gel. You know what I mean? So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're loving these new tutorials. Let me know what I can do to improve. Let me know what videos you guys want to see. Now let's go ahead and give you my thoughts on this wig. So again, this wig is from Eva Wigs. I have it linked down in the description bar. And this is what it looks like online. I kind of mimicked, you see it looks exactly like the website. A lot of times when you get a wig, it doesn't look exactly. This one looks exactly, which is saying a lot. So the description is short lace front human hair wig with baby hair, pre-plucked Brazilian Grammy bob wig for women with a natural black color Eva lace wig. Don't forget to check out Eva Wigs. I have all the deets on this hair in the description bar for you guys. Happy shopping. Everything I use is also listed in the description bar in case you're interested in any of them. Please feel free to leave in the comments any suggestions on new hair tutorials and videos that you guys want to see. I am staring at literally a wall of wigs and hair coming up. I got some synthetic wigs. I got like I got 4 synthetic wigs. I got an RPG show wig. I got some bundles. I got so much hair right here that is waiting for me to review for you guys. So it's a whole lot coming up. If you guys have specific tutorials you guys want to see from me, feel free to leave them in the comment section. That way I'll know what to film next with some of these wigs to kind of switch it up and give you guys exactly what you want. Also, I have a big bag right here of
wigs. So this Saturday, I was gonna do it last Saturday. I'm so sorry I missed my deadline, but this Saturday coming, I'm gonna have all these wigs, not all of these that I haven't done yet, but a ton of wigs on sale for you. So keep an eye out for the announcement video on that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. Make sure your notifications are turned on by hitting that bell button to make sure that you don't miss the announcement video. Also, we're almost at 80K. Please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, so everybody just subscribe so we can hit 80K this week and hopefully 100K before the summer is out. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ashley Bedeck, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Hey.